Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Stuart's Classic Bikes and Cars. Unfortunately, I've got no camera lady with me today, so I'm having to do this at lib all on my own, which is going to be a whole new experience. Well, as you can see, I've started to strip the bike down. I've put the pieces on the table behind which I've taken off, which is the fuel tank, the air filter assembly, the side covers, the oil tank, the exhaust, the back brake lever, and the kickstand. So as you can see, this is the bare frame of the HD3 Kawasaki. If you look at the headstock, which is under the tank, you can see this is very well braced, so there's no need for me to add any bracing to this section. What I am going to do though, if you just give me 5 minutes so I can get something to point with, this here is the back engine mounting where the frame attaches to the engine. It's quite a flimsy setup. So this steel plate is only 2mm. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to weld another plate behind the engine to strengthen. I'm going to join this side engine plate to this side engine plate. That's one mod we're going to do. The other problem I've got is the footrests are in the wrong position. This is the original footrests here. These are the rear footrests, but actually when I get on the bike I put the seat on temporarily to sit on so I can see where I believe the new footrest should go. So these handlebars will be removed. Just change the positions a little bit so we can see what we're doing. These forks are going to be changed for Suzuki Raider F150 forks. So these forks are coming out. We're going to put, these bars won't be there, so the new forks will be Suzuki Raider 150. Now, there'll be open forks, so the handlebars on the new forks will be roughly here. Where I've got my vernier, I'll have clip-ons on, so the new bars will be where my hands are. So literally, I'll be more or less laid on the bike in a prone position. So there'll be none of this here, just the forks here, and they'll be open. And my hands will be here somewhere. Let's change again. So, with my hands on the clip-ons at the top of the forks here, my body will be laid here on top of the tank. So when I'm laid in this position, I cannot put my feet here. It's just very, very uncomfortable. So my feet need to be roughly where these back footrests are. But these back footrests are actually welded to the swinging arm, which is no good. So I'll take these off, grind the bracket off, and make some new footrest hangers. So I've got the seat on temporarily. And earlier, I'll just sit on it now and I'll show you what I mean. If I sit on the bike here, using the original footrests, and on the clip-on bars, I'll be bent over like that, which is very, very uncomfortable. So what I need to do is move my feet back, take these silly shoes off because I can't get my feet on, and to put my feet back here and move my body back to about there, which is where I would be if I was on one of my old racing bikes. So I'm going to have my feet roughly in that position. Now my hands are going to be here like this, so I'll be laid on the tank in this position. So that's where I want to end up at. So what I'm going to do, I need to make some footrest hanger plates. Now, if I was in the UK, I'd probably use some aircraft grade duralumin sheet. Now duralumin, the correct terminology for it is 2024 T3, which is an aircraft grade aluminium sheet. But unfortunately I find it difficult to acquire it here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use some 5mm mild steel plate, and I will cut the middle out of it to keep the weight down. So there'll just be an outside triangle framework, just a triangle. So what I'm going to do, this bracket here is the original exhaust bracket. The original pack, this one here, was mounted out of the exhaust, underneath the engine, and out here. I will be fitting an expansion pipe, so the pipe will come under the engine, but right in the middle, it'll come under the middle, and probably come out underneath this, behind the wheel, and come out at an angle, and up here somewhere. I haven't quite got that far yet, but let me concentrate on the footrest. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some paper. I've got some cardboard. I'm going to make some templates up out of cardboard first. I then have some hardboard. I've got some hardboard sheets somewhere, so I can use that to make some wooden templates up, which should be strong enough so I can see where I can put the footrest. What I'm thinking, so I need a triangle. So I'm going to use this bracket here. So I'm going to go from there to here, one line. I'm going to go from there to here somewhere, to this roughly just above the swinging arm pivot. I'm going to go to there, like that. So that'll be one side of the triangle, two sides of the triangle, and then it'll come down here outside the swinging arm to be three parts. So the triangle will go from here to there, to there, to there, like that. But it'll have a little bit of an extension on. This line here won't be straight, it'll come down, go backwards a little bit, and the footrest will bolt to this plate. This plate that'll go here will be spaced out from this and this and this, so it'll be on bobbins. That, but approximately. Now I happen to have a battery in my vernier this morning, so we can measure properly once I get it zero. There we go. So it'll be approximately about 28mm space out from this bracket, from here and from here. So the footrest will be literally where this one is now, or somewhere similar, in that location. The back brake linkage will pivot off here, so the back brake linkage will go from here to here, but on the inside. So the back brake linkage will go from here to there, and there'll be a small pedal here which will operate, when I put my foot on it, the back brake. On the other side, the gear linkage will also be on a bush on the footrest I'll be making for the other side. So what we have to do, I'm going to make some paper ones first, triangles, so I can cut with scissors and it's a lot easier. So I'll make some triangles up that'll fit here. I'll transfer the paper templates to some plywood templates, then they'll be stiff enough to bolt on. Once I'm satisfied that I've got the footrest in the correct place, I will then get some 5mm plate, cut the templates out and map them properly and see how it all fits together. Well, I hope you're following what I'm doing at the moment. So I've got frame muds to do. I'm still working out this carburetor problem from yesterday, but I think I've cracked it. I've got that to do. These footrests are coming off. I'm mounting new footrests here. These are the original jack shocks. I will be putting some YSS gas shocks on here, and they're 330mm long gas shocks. I'm strengthening the swinging arm. Some of these brackets will be coming off as they're of no use to me now. But keep watching, keep being interested, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.